song was supposed to start again. Hi, guys. What is poppin'? What's going on?
At first I was afraid, I was petrified.
In honor of Pride
thinking
Month.
I couldn't live without you by my side. And after spending nights thinking how you did me wrong, I grew strong and I learned how to get along. Now you're back from outer space, and I find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock or made you leave your key. If I'd have known for a second you'd be back to bother me. Go and go, walk out the door, turn around now. You're not welcome anymore. You're the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye. Think I'd crumble? You think I'd lay down and die? No, not all. I will survive long as I know how to love. I know I'll stay alive. I've got my life to live and all my love to give, and I will survive. I will survive.
Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, yo? Hey, hey, hey.
It took all my strength not to fall apart, trying with all my might to mend my broken
Here.
heart. I spent so many nights feeling sorry for myself, how I cried. But now I hold my head up high and you see me, somebody new. Not that lonely little person still in love with you. Now you come dropping in, expecting me to be free. Now I'm saving my loving for someone who's loving me. Go and go, walk out the door, turn around now. You're not welcome anymore. You're the one who tried to hurt me.
We gotta fix your Zoom. We gotta fix your Zooms.
Didn't think I'd lay down and die. No, not all. I will survive long as I
All right, so let's. How is this one? What's going on? Hey, John. What's up? Oh, what happened here? All right, I guess we'll start early. What's going on, you guys? Let the music play out for a little bit. I moved my Stream Deck, and with moving the Stream Deck, I switched the scenes. So, what is going on? How are you guys? What is poppin'? I'm playing copyright music, but I shouldn't get a stream. Maybe on LinkedIn, I may get a copyright strike, but that's all right. We're going to talk a little bit about that today. On YouTube, I have to go in and change something to the description. I'll show you guys. But yeah, that's how I figured. We can do something a little bit different music, a little bit more popular music. Drinking coffee, trying to wake up. What time is it where you're at, John? Let me see. Download one more. I'm a little bit disappointed at the Gloria Gaynor I Will Survive mix. That's not what I was hoping. This mix though here is definitely better. This better be. Hold on, I'm gonna add this. Getting Rickrolled. Let me add something here. All right. 9 a.m. Wednesday morning. Oh my God. You definitely need coffee. All right. Here, we'll change the vibe a little bit. Let this play out for a little bit and then I'll stop the music altogether. But what is poppin'? How are you guys doing? Thank you for coming through to Tech Talk Tuesdays. We are getting back into the groove of things of Tech Talk Tuesday, talking all things tech. Tech Talk Tuesday, talking all things tech. That's a lot of T's there. What are we going to talk about today? I'm going to try to be on track, 45 minutes to an hour. So it's 7:10. We will be done by about 8 o'clock. Celebrating Pride, I have my little Nan light, the Pavo tubes. They're flashing in rainbow colors. I was going to see if I can get this one behind me. Oh, I didn't do that. I was too busy trying to mess with the music. All right, there you go. Trying to mess with, you haven't even survived Tuesday yet. I know, right? And he's already on Wednesday. Exactly. Let's see. I'll let this play out while I look for this. Who loves this song? Tell me this is not a vibe. Come on.
My old man's got a problem.
You're welcome.
That's the way it is. He says body's too old for working. His body's too young.
Let's see. Stream.
Mama went off and left him. She wanted more from life than he
No, I won't cut rainbow.
Somebody's got to take care of him.
It's too bright though. All right, let me see. That's 50% brightness. Lower that. And that's so fast. I feel like it's not changing.
Fast enough so we can fly away. You gotta make a decision. Leave tonight or live or die this way.
Mode. Using the Govee app. Speed. Oh. This speed doesn't. This scene.
Driving in your car. Speed so fast I felt like I was drunk. City lights stay out before us and your arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulder and
This scene does not support speed adjustment. All right. So if it's distracting, you guys can let me know. I'll probably change it in a little bit. K-Walk was at my and Irving's live production in Philadelphia. She came with her brother for the Irving Fryer Show. I produce his show the first Friday of every month at the Cigar Code in Philadelphia on Delaware Ave. And it was a good show. It was, and I can stop that. All right. I don't follow football too much, so forgive me. The guy who's replacing, I guess, Jason Kelsey on the Eagles is Cam. I don't know. You know, what happens is that I go in and my head is cut off. This chair. Okay, there you go. I go in with a producer's hat ready to produce. What up, homie? What's poppin'? How are you? Ready to produce. And I don't pay attention to some of those things. And so, and again, I don't follow football. So I'm just making the adjustments to my sound effects here because that was kind of loud and obnoxious. That's a little bit better. Air horn. All right. I think that's a little bit better. What's poppin'? All right. Okay. This is looking good. Cam, thank you. With the beef jerky. Now that makes sense. So it's Jurgy.com. Jurgy. Cam Jurgens with the beef. K-Walk, did you catch that his name, the lower third, was incorrect at the beginning of the show? Irving didn't switch it over from the previous guest. And so it was on the screen and I looked and I was like, I at least knew his name was Cam. I had a mini heart attack because then I was trying to, before I went back to the scene that was cropped in with Cam, I was trying to take off the lower third. Things that happen live. But anyway, so we are back. Tech Talk Tuesdays. We're celebrating Pride this month. Happy Pride to all of you guys. Is this saved? Please tell me this is saved. No, that's unfortunate. Still, you got back into live streaming now on Time with Pride. Yeah, girl. Hold on. I think because they're in the cloud, my overlays aren't working. That's unfortunate. Darn it. All right, whatever. That's fine. All right, so we're going to talk about some things today. We can start off with the music that I was talking about. Not sure if you guys have heard of, there's so many subscription services like Epidemic Sounds. What is up, Kombucha? year was popping. Oh, I don't like that there. Hold on. Let's bring this back up. I was messing around with some things. And so what happened was I was trying to prep for my show. I'll be honest. I was trying to prep for the show, guys. I promise. I was trying to prep for this show. And in trying to prep for the show, I got caught up with this subscription. No. Paul says, I must be getting old. I must be getting old. I thought you said Sex Talk Tuesday. Then a second. That's after hours, Paul. Come on. That's the exclusive after hours. Who remembers? Oh my God. See, this is what happens. And then it's so good, but we get distracted. And then we're about to have a moment. And where's my little... Oh, there it is. My squirrel. Okay, the squirrel still works. This is how we get squirreled. Who remembers, what was it? It was on HBO back before it was Max. It was called HBO. And what was it? Confessions, the taxi cab confessions. Who remembers that? Does anybody remember those taxi cab confessions? There was some, HBO had some crazy sex shows that I was probably entirely, right, that is a different stream. I was probably entirely too young to be watching, but I was curious. And then as I started to understand it, I was like, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. And yes, that's a different stream. Let's get back to this. Because we did quickly get... That's the OF stream. Exactly. Okay, so new music service. There's Epidemic. There's Artlist. There's all of these things. Absolutely. I'm not saying if y'all are talking sex today. No. We're not. That's for another stream, like we said. Epidemic. Back on track, India. Back on track. Epidemic Sounds. Artlist, all these things. There is a music service, fairly new, not brand new. I feel like I heard about it maybe about a year and a half ago called Licked. Coming right, that was actually a really good segue with all of the talk that we're talking about, the taxi cab confessions, and HBO had some other weird sex shows. And now transitioning into this service called Licked. Let's do a screen share really quick. Let's see if any of my stuff works. This is what happens when you don't stream and then you come back and you think that, let's bring my Chrome window back. Patience. Hold on one second. Koa. I hear Koa doing something upstairs that she should not be doing. Koa love. Let's go to this screen share. Let's see what this looks like. All right. Let's just make this adjustment really quick. There you go. That's pretty good. Move this one over a little bit more. All right. So this is the service here. Let me come back. And what happened to my overlay? We're supposed to have a camera overlay. What is happening here? Thank you so much for bearing with me. So then what happens is that I locked all of my scenes to not do what I normally do. If you know, you know. There you go. And that's not the right camera. That's that camera. I guess we can use this for now. That's fine. Let me do some things. Let me get another light over here. Bear with me. And we can do some things. And I have the Stream Deck to adjust for this. Hi. Is this working? What camera? Is that this camera? Oh, that's that camera. Oh, okay, hold on. There you go. Okay, that's better. All right, hi guys. The audio may be a little... All right, back to you guys. All right. Too young to watch real sex. I think I may still be too young. It's been so long between streams. I genuinely forgot how prone to squirrel. Yes, I am very prone to squirrels. Now you know how easy. We have to lock up the squirrels. Yes, we do have to lock up the squirrels. Okay, but we're back. And we're set up. We're good. Okay. I feel like the light is now entirely too bright, but we're going to leave that. That's fine. So this is the site here, LICKD. Do not, Kim and anyone else, if you are wanting to test it, let me sign up for an affiliate link. Cut me some slack. I just signed up today. let me sign up for an affiliate link. And damn it, I don't have it. I wanted to show you guys the Koa Cam, but I don't have one set up here. Let me sign up for an affiliate link. I will update the description, and then you guys can sign up if you want to, and then leave a comment here if you are interested. But basically what Lickd does is that Lickd, that sounds so weird. And like I said, just coming off of the conversation that we just came off of, that sounds so weird. This, I feel like this is entirely, no, not that bright. Holy crap. There you go. That's a little bit better. Okay. That just sounds so weird saying Lickd. But that's the streaming service that it's called, Lickd, Lickd. And they offer copyright. They do what, you know, all of these providers do, like Epidemic and Artlist and all of that stuff, where they give you licensing. That's the word. They give you licensing to use mainstream songs. Now, it does work a little bit differently. So they do have, and we can go, so these are the songs that I just downloaded. So these are the songs that I just licensed. So we were listening to this one here. I can play it. Lowering it. All right. So let me make sure you guys are hearing that. You guys should be hearing that. Yes. Okay, good. So these are the songs that I just licensed, and you can see over here, you do have to pay per license. Now you can see some of them have codes. Some of them are cheaper than others. Like this one was $6, $888. Oh, it looks like I only got a coupon on one. They got me. So I got a discount on one song, and then these were the regular pricing. So $8, about $8 in average. Let's see. Upload. So here, let's look at this together. Add the attribution to your description found on the tracks below or in the licenses tab of your account. So what's going to happen is that right now, depending on how quickly YouTube acts, I may get a copyright hit because my description hasn't been updated. If your claim isn't cleared in 30 minutes, or if you have a claims managed license, do not dispute the claim. Let us know by submitting a request. They'll sort it, right? Okay, so upload your video as unlisted. For automated license, simply wait 30 minutes for claims to be cleared. All right, so I feel like I'm going to get a copyright strike because I didn't follow any of these steps. Let me just go look at these comments, trying to keep an eye out on the things here. Put the link in your description. Okay, cool. Yes, I'm no stranger to Squirrel. You know the game, and so do I. Yes, exactly. All right, so you can see that there are very specific instructions. And if we go to, I downloaded, so let's download this one from Nicki Minaj. So download audio. And here is this little thing here. They let you copy it. So if we come back over here, there's this copy thing. And this has to be put into your description, right? Adding this attribution to your video description is a must because it allows us to prevent and clear claims made against your video. Plus, the additional referral link is how you earn discounts like 50% off your next mainstream track. Here's how. Oh, okay. All right. Hold on. I just pasted that. Paul, are you able to put that in the description? Just copy and paste that. And then there is, interesting. Why does it look like, if we look at my comment, so it looks like on YouTube, oh, because there is, I see. So let me see this. Hold on. Bear with me. Where's my message is going to show up? Not where I wanted it to show up. Thank God I didn't have nothing X-rated on the screen there. You guys would have seen that. That would have been the whole stream would have been shut down. So I'm going to message Paul now this whole thing so the YouTube description can be updated. And then Kim, on that bottom, once it's updated, there is a 14-day trial for you that you can try or whatever. Here we go. This is fun, but do you have any thoughts on when and why you might use it? So definitely during intros, right? I need to do some more research, obviously, because looking at this, let me download really quick. Further info can be found here on how to use your license. So for me, the intention was just to have a little bit more popular mainstream music, as opposed to the same music that everyone finds. Like, I mean, think about it. There's songs that, let's say, Doc uses that for me, I know them as Doc's song, right? Or like City of Mine. Y'all know that song. That's Doc's song. But then when I hear another creator play it, it's like, no, that's Doc's song, because people are hearing the same songs over and over again. And for me at that point, listen, let it have a mainstream song. Like for me, it's just more of like that popularity, that mainstream, where it's like Kim said, a banger, right? Kind of more, I guess, cool factor is really, I guess that's a better way to say it. Cool factor. Mostly in live streams, I'd want to use it. And maybe in some of this, I haven't been doing videos just yet, but maybe in some of the videos, maybe. All right, so this here talks about how to use your license correctly. So obviously downloading the audio. Once you finish editing your video, ready to upload it, make sure to add the music attribution to the description. Okay. I'm just trying to see if it limits it. Thank you so much, Paul. Appreciate you. Just trying to see if it limits it to like anything with live streams, because this keeps talking about an edited video, right? So pre-recorded video. Then you can always find it later on by clicking on licenses. So, I mean, technically, in theory, what I would think is that if I'm prepping for this when I'm scheduling my live stream, and as I do it ahead of time, I should be okay. On YouTube, make sure you upload the video as unlisted. This allows our claims clearance software to vouch to automatically. So I guess in theory, if you're scheduling your stream, like I scheduled this stream, I think on Friday or Saturday. I did schedule this one a few days prior. And if I were to update it, need to make a short link for licked. Thank you. In theory, it should work the same, I guess. We'll find out. I'll keep you guys posted next week and see how it works if I do get a strike. Okay, so that's all the steps. There's all of these companies all have their own steps on how to avoid copyright claims and all of that stuff. And if you did get a copyright strike, how to dispute it and stuff like that. So they have their own thing. Let's just go back here. So these were the songs that I downloaded. They had a handful of Justin Bieber songs, not all of Nicki Minaj's songs. So I was looking for Pride Month, really what I was looking for was to have fun with Pride Month, because there's staple songs during Pride Month that are playing, right? So it's I'm Coming Out. That's the one I really wanted. I'm coming, gotta let you know. You guys know the song. Don't rate me for my singing. I really wanted that one. Not on here. What's the other one? It's raining men. Hallelujah. It's raining men. Not on here. Then this one, I Will Survive from Gloria Gaynor. That is a popular one. However, Cole was just at the chair. I was trying to figure out. However, I was a little disappointed because this is not like the one that you hear in the clubs. So we can play this. I'll play this again. The beginning is. But this is not the one. This is not the one. I know. You do have a Diana Ross connection. You do. I mean, if I can get some licensing. But this is not. Right, Paul? That's not it. This is not the one that plays on Pride parades in the Pride clubs. And it says it re-recorded there, so clearly that's not the original. I was disappointed, to say the least. However, it's still cool, right? Like whatever. And we will switch very quickly. So this is the Pride and so this is their main page. So you can see like every other software thing. They have viral hits, most licensed tracks. So if we go and we see these, Koa's even leaving. She was like, "That's not it. I'm leaving. That's a disgrace." That's exactly what she said. She left us. Hold on. That's not the one. Come on. And that's not the hook that I wanted, but whatever. Okay. So let's see. Most licensed tracked. So some of these are, and I can't play these because then I'll really get a copyright strike. But if you know, you know. Let me see. Titanium is a good one. I can see. I actually do love Titanium from David Guetta. I like Titanium. I'm just looking at these. What else? I mean, Viva La Vida from Coldplay. That's a popular song, not my style. Can't Hold Us. If I play it for like 10 seconds. Okay. Yeah, I mean, not my style. Look Alive featuring Drake.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's cursing. So then that's the other thing. What I wonder then, right? Because there are not, some of these versions are not, and I don't care. But if we're talking about, if you're thinking about, and I can bounce back between if you're thinking about getting songs so that you can keep your channel monetized, excuse me, and you get these licenses. However, if the songs are not clean songs, are you doing a doc style playlist? I'm doing an India style playlist. But if the songs are not clean songs, then wouldn't that still be a copyright strike? Right? So if I go back to my song, the Nicki Minaj song, is that on here? And I'll put that on here. Nicki Minaj, let's open and let's play this.
Stop playing with them, Riot. And I'm bad like the Barbie. I'm a doll, but I still wanna party. Pink felt like I'm ready to bend. I'm a 10, so I pull in a Ken. Like Jazzy, Stacy, Nikki.
I'm listening to hear if this is the clean version.
Barbies is bad, it girls, and we ain't playing tag.
Oh, this is the clean version.
But he spank me when I get bad. I'm in LA, Rodeo Drive. I'm in New York, Madison Ave. I'm a Barbie girl, pink Barbie dream.
Okay, so that defeats the purpose. But right, that's something to think about because I know that Drake song that I just played very quickly, if we just go back, the very first words at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
If you heard it, you heard it. That is definitely not clean. So I wonder if you would get a some sort of claim or not claim. Okay, so that's a thing. That's the difference. It wouldn't be a claim, I think, like a copyright strike, but I think then your channel wouldn't be monetized because of the language. Does that make sense? Paul, I know you know what I'm trying to say. I know you hear what I'm trying to say, if that makes sense. But anyway, so they have, some really cool things, like I said, to kind of change it up. And because this is not mainstream, this was another reason why I decided to do it, because Licked is not mainstream yet. Not the majority of creators aren't really aware of it. They're still not using it. And so then at this point, then I can kind of stand out. My streams and my videos would stand out a little bit more, because then it gets people's attention of, wait a minute, you're using, music that's supposed to be licensed, right? Like all of that stuff. But anyway. And so these are more playlists. There's 80s, all of this stuff. So if you wanted to go in, the link is now in the description, right? They would demonetize the stream. That's what, So at that point, I guess really it's a, if you're doing it, then I guess like for someone like me in particular, I would need to look for music, the clean versions of the music. And I don't know if it says that, right? So like this was the Barbie song that I downloaded from Nicki Minaj. I'm just looking at all the details here, right? So it tells you the name of the song, who's on the song, the name of the album, the genre. Oh, you guys are not seeing that. My bad, guys. Let me go back. Desktop. No. Square. Circle. Okay. So I was just saying over here, right? So here it gives us the name of the song, the artist, the album. We have our genre, I guess the category of the tempo, energetic, how long the song is. This is a premium song. And that's the icon if you want to license it. Obviously, you guys know what that is. What's this here? These three little dots. Oh, okay. So song information. Still nothing here if it says clean version, automated claims clearance, view license agreement. All right, so let's go back to a Drake song. So I'm going to come back here. What's this? Look Alive. All right, so let's go into the details for that song. So, no. Interesting. So it doesn't used Licked to buy one song when we did a show about thrift shopping. That's funny. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. And they really shouldn't. I wonder if there's a place for feedback. I'm going to check that out because, right, like remember back in the day when we used to buy the CDs that it would have like on the album, it would have like explicit, that's the word I'm looking for, explicit lyrics. Oh, so it's all the way down here, but that's because it is a thumbnail. So it's because I was intentionally looking for it. The stream is not set for monetization. Oh, that's, I guess, a setting I need to change. Thanks. If we click on view license agreement, all right. Allowed platforms, YouTube, restrictions, okay. No remixing. Valid for use in one video. Oh, this is good to know. One video? So you're buying a license for one video? Oh, I need to do more research on this. I'm going to have to look at this and really pay attention. One video? Is that all of them? Okay. Yes. Yes. If you can please fix it, Paul. Thank you so much. You're the best. Mr. Moderator coming through. I appreciate you. All right. So let's go back. Let me go to my account. Licenses. And then, like I said, we're going to view license. Okay. There's a license. Channel. And that's another thing that I was looking at. Look at this. $8 based on 0 to 50,000 views per video. So if you do look at the FAQs for Licked, they do charge you per the size of your channel. And they justify it that if you're a smaller creator, then obviously you have less funds to pay as opposed to someone who is a creator with, let's say, 1 million followers and they have sponsorships and, they're bringing in way more money. And so they do look at that. So you can see here what the tiers are, but they don't tell you what the tiers are. It says that if you look at their FAQs, it tells you that it's based on the size of your channel. And it does use language like smaller creators versus larger creators, but it doesn't show this in specific. I didn't find it anywhere. 0 to 50,000 views per video, and then calculated average video views 0 to 50K, right? So like I'm in that bottom tier. And so that's $8. Let's see. No remixing. 1 license per video. Vouch integrated. You cannot use this track for content on a branded channel. You cannot use this track in a video that is a paid promotion by a brand. Interesting. This is good to know. So like, even if I can't use it again, it's one of those things that you wouldn't have had access to this. Not that I think so, not easy access to see this stuff unless you set up an account and actually start looking at these things. So I'm just seeing what other, in these terms of service, what else is standing out here. Website term, your obligations, liability. Thank you. Exactly that. So Paul says that could get hairy if something went viral. Because how many times does that happen, right? Like that happens to creators all the time. I mean, Sammy is a perfect example, right? He's a smaller channel. And how many of his videos have gotten like 20, 30, 50, 60, 70,000 views, hits, and things like that? And obviously they're averaging, but you can blow up. And then what does that look like? And then even that part, where did I see that again? Sorry, you cannot use this track in a video that is a paid promotion by a brand. And then this here, if you're a branded channel. Paul, are you a branded channel? I know that there were some people in our community that did change their channel to that tier, to that setting. I feel like Doc was talking about it a year and a half ago. I know that Mary Lou was talking about it. Paul, I feel like there was conversation like with you, with things like that. Bringing Sammy back up. I feel like Sammy at some point, one of his channels, Sammy's had so much problems with his channel. Poor Sammy. But that's interesting too. Because the other part is, I wonder if all of their songs have these restrictions. Let me see. View license. Because it definitely, you didn't change. Okay, so he didn't change to a branded channel. But like I said, I know like Doc, I feel like I'm pretty sure Doc did, Mary Lou did. There were a few people in our community that I feel like they did. And then what? And I'm sorry, but like this here, the brand sponsored content, if I did that, I think I would have lost all comments on my videos. Really? Yeah, I know that there was some weird thing. The other part with this is I didn't see this anywhere before, right? So like when I was signing up, this is not something that is like, I personally feel like it should be out in the open. I feel like that's something that should be not covered up per se, right? Like they should point that out as a warning of, hey, before you sign up, here are these things. Because as much as I wanted to, I don't know, I spent $36 today. So again, I'm glad I did it. It's like, you know, we tested it. We can talk about it. Something good to know. All right. Now I'm not curious about it anymore. I mean, I've been curious about it for about a month and a half. I'm not curious about it anymore. However, how much curiosity would I have had, and would I have followed through with purchasing all of these songs had I known that? Or that's a good point. Maybe I would have bought one song and used the coupon and spent $6 as opposed to getting all of those songs and paying like $36. So check this out. Okay, so this is the plan, right? The creator plan. What you get, $15 a month subscription plus $8 per premium track. Here's this, switch channel, subscribed. So this is saying 796 average video views, 84,638 views with 50 videos. You can add another channel, but I'm sure if I were to do that, I can't use the songs that I've already bought, right? Because they've made it clear that it's one license per video. And that's another thing that I don't like with clarity here. Let's go to view all FAQs. Copyright monetization. Let me see, license. So let's see what we have under copyright monetization. Had to re-upload my video. Now I have a claim. What's the difference between claim and copyright strike? Can I still monetize my channel? Yes. Okay. All right. That doesn't. Oh, wait. I saw something about live streams. Go back. Using licked music on YouTube live streams. Please follow. Browse our site for premium or included tracks. Purchase license. Begin your live stream as usual. Use your editing software of choice to ensure the music is playing within the audio of your stream rather than externally. We do not recommend playing music in the background via speakers. When the stream is made into a VOD, include the licensed music attribution as normal in your video description if you receive a claim. Okay, so what we did, the steps that we did for the live stream are fine. Usual restrictions for using our music licenses apply, as well as the restrictions on art tracks and lyric videos. We cannot currently support live streams on other platforms, which is what I figured. So like I said, I'm live streaming to Facebook and YouTube. That music is, I'll probably, Facebook will take down the video, and I'm not sure how LinkedIn is handling it right now. Not too worried about those, honestly. So now my next question is, if I wanted to use the same song for my weekly live streams, will that work? And I don't think that it will. Because this is saying, so if you use it on video but don't turn on monetization, you can reuse it. I don't know. Artists and record labels are sensitive to various and blah, 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 blah. Okay. So I'm just trying to browse through all of this stuff here. So let's go back to the help center. So we did copyright license usage. Let's see buying a license. What does this have? Included premium. I was just here. No, so let's go back. License usage. How to use your license correctly. Okay. How to purchase. Once I download the included track, can I use it multiple times and or across different video platforms? Okay. Once I download an included. So see, here's the thing with the language again. Included tracks are not different than premium tracks. If we go back one more, see, there's premium right here. What's the difference between included and premium track? When searching for music on Lickd, you'll see that all tracks will either have an included or premium label, which is all the music I got today are all premium tracks. So right next to like Add to Cart and The Heart, that's where it has it. So if we go back, so there is a difference. And then again, that's what I'm saying, like with the language, let's go back. Was it here? Go back here. Okay. Once I download an included track, can I use it multiple times and or across? Yes, all of the songs included as a part of the Lickd creator plan can be used an unlimited number of times across all social video platforms. So your included music is music like that you would find more or less at Epidemic Sound, at Artlist, at all of those other popular brands. However, the premium tracks is what I've read before. Can I use a premium track? Can I use premium chart music track for my video's intro and outro? Yes, as long as you license it for each new video. Meaning you have to pay, let's say, $8 every single time. This may be why it has not picked up in popularity. I just feel like, because I looked at this and I came on this website maybe about a month, 2 months ago. This is not the first time today. This is the first time that I followed through and bought it. Now I did buy it under the gun because I was trying to get this stuff ready for the live stream. However, I don't know, like, I feel like it's buried. And I get that it's our responsibility to look at all this information, but I also feel like these relevant points should be kind of front and center. Can you use a premium track I've licensed in multiple videos? No, only once. Our premium chart music licenses are single use and good for one video only. However, you can post the same video across multiple platforms using the same license. For example, if you produce a video and post the same one across YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, this can be done with just one license. Use the same track more than once within a single video. Okay, so then now this goes back to what we were talking about. What is going on, guys? How are you guys? Gretchen, what's popping, y'all? How are you guys doing? All right. Okay, so there's more. See, this is what I'm talking about with the language, though, right? So then you have this stuff here, all of this up here, right? Like, okay, you can use it, same one across YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Then you get down here, and now there's more. Please note, not all tracks can be licensed for use on all platforms. For example, a song may be allowed on YouTube and Facebook, but not on Twitter. So where is that information? Make sure to read the allowed platform section of your EULA end user none of us read the end user license agreement. Like realistically, I know we're supposed to, but how many people are really reading the TOS, the terms of service, from beginning to end, top to bottom? And how many people are going into that EULA, or however you pronounce it, to read this? Make sure to read the allowed platform section of your EULA to ensure it covers your platform. This can be found once you've added a track to your basket before you purchase by clicking the View License button. Here's my thing. This part should come up like as a pop-up or something, or there should be a warning. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Exactly. And this here should come up as a warning maybe when I hit checkout, right? Like, okay, so don't have it. Let me put all my songs in the cart. And then maybe when I hit checkout, I want to see some sort of pop-up or something like that. See this, I feel like it's sneaky, right? I feel like it's underhanded with the language. Girl, look, see, that's what I'm... This is how I'm feeling right now.
Emotional damage.
That's how I'm feeling because I just spent $36 thinking that I was going to be able to use these songs for the rest of Pride Month and then every now and again. And exactly this. Thank you, Kim, because really, I am like really...
Emotional damage.
That's how I feel. All right. But again, $36, no problem. I did it for YouTube. And what I will say is that I am going to now, because now I might as well make my $36 work for itself. I will do an actual video review where it's planned out with an agenda and things like that. And I didn't play 2 or 3 songs here. So what did I not play today? Let's go back to my music. Let me just go to my account or whatever. Hold on. Oh, head back to all right, that's fine. Let's go back to my account because then the songs that I didn't play today, I will use for the video. Licenses. So I didn't use this, no lie. I don't think I used this one. I didn't play the Justin Bieber song. And I think I only used one of these Rick Astley songs. I think I've played... Did I play both of them? I might have played both of them. But I know 2 songs for sure. So when I do the video, I can play this song, Sean Paul and Dua Lipa, and the Justin Bieber song. And I'm definitely going to give a review because there needs to be, I feel like this needs to be called out. And maybe I won't get, views, but I think I feel like at this point, for my emotional damage, I need to have a video done. The key points on what you can't do should pop up. Thank you. I wholeheartedly agree. So let me show you what this looks like. Let's go through it as if I'm going to buy a new song. So we'll pick any song. Let's just go to Dua Lipa. right? Okay, no problem. I want this song here, physical. So I'm going to add this. So here's this button here. So this is what they're talking about, the premium versus included. This over here, these songs are all premium, which makes sense because she is an artist, right? She's a popular artist. These are all mainstream songs. Okay, no problem. So let's put this in our cart here. And now it's in the cart. Okay, that's all I want. So now I'm going to go to my cart. They do make you check these two things. I've read the license agreement for each track. I have read the things you need to know for each track. So you have to click on that. And then here's the license agreement. Okay, I didn't even see this. Look at how small this is. Here's the license agreement. And there's this little exclamation point. Let me make this bigger. Here's this little exclamation point. And then the same thing here. Things you need to know. And there's that exclamation point. But if I hit checkout, it's not going to charge my card because it makes you put your card in. So this is what I'm saying, that at this point, I feel like it needs to come up. I think that it needs to be more prominent than that, because like I said, realistically, nobody is reading the EULA. Everybody, let's go back. Hold on. Let's go back to the cart. I think almost everything we pay, at some point, we have to check off boxes like this in almost every transaction that we do online now, realistically. And it's not coming up, right? Like I clicked and that's what I did. I just clicked this, I hit checkout, I put my card number in, and that was it. All right, let's check these things. Let's check what this come up with the need to know. Here's this automated claims. Okay, privacy. So this is telling you how to make sure you get it properly licensed so that you don't get a strike. Key license terms. So you can only use this track in a video on a YouTube channel you've registered with Licked. Here. Can't be used in any ad. Can't be used for a song or lyric. Must include the correct attribution. If you breach the license, your content could be taken down. MP3 is included with every purchase. What's interesting is that, check this out, the bottom of this is cut off. Look at this. So in terms of the website design, I can't scroll anymore. And my window's completely like open, so I can't scroll anymore, which that is suspect. This is telling me, so is this where they're saying, so is this song only for use on YouTube? Or is that in the license agreement? I'm going to think that it's in the license agreement because it told us that to read the EULA, right? So, okay, let's go back. Now let's check out this license agreement. One video, allowed platforms, YouTube. Now, mind you, we saw this when we were looking at some other videos, and I didn't even realize that's what that meant. So this song here, and I'm sorry, but I feel, maybe I'm just mad now because I feel like I wasted money. I don't know what it is. I am definitely nitpicking. But if we come back to this license agreement, why wouldn't they make this section here? I would love to see this front and center. Let me rephrase this another way. I shouldn't have to click on a license agreement for you to tell me up front what platforms this is allowed on. I feel like I should be able to click on the song. And when I click on this song, that should say it here, platforms allowed on. Look at all this negative space. And if I move my camera over here, look at all this negative space of this website. So all of this negative space on this website, you mean to tell me you can't put a section somewhere over here, somewhere over here, somewhere over here, somewhere in all of this negative white space that we're looking at? You can't put a section that shows me where this track is licensed for? Yeah, no. I had seen some things when you can't check out until you actually open the EULA. So that's sneaky, right? Like that's deceptive in my opinion. And that's what happened to me. You can't check out until you actually open. Right. So you can't check out, but you have to open it, scroll to the bottom. That's what you're saying, right? On other places. Correct. Right. 100%. There's things where I've purchased online or I've had to acknowledge online with the EULA. And again, still, even when the EULA, it forces you to actually click on it, and then the pop-up box opens and it forces you to scroll all the way to the bottom before that, purchase, or it goes from being grayed out to not being grayed out, where you can select it. So there's so many ways that they can do this. And I feel like it is on the shady side. Gretchen says Adobe's revision rollback statement today for what because Adobe was in the news for the last week, 2 weeks, shows what happens when EULAs are read by end users and found to be shady, objectionable, and not in the consumer's best interest. Exactly that. Because even a huge company like Adobe, and that's the other part, when you get to be so huge, you have a reputation and people are trusting you based off of your brand. People are, and I can come full screen. I can get out of here. I'm beyond annoyed in a good way. I'm like, you know what? This is a good controversial topic to now actually do a video for, and it's something that's different. But I think at that point, right, when you become such a large brand and a household name like Adobe, there's trust. People are signing up with you just based off of your name because the trust is there. So then when you start putting things in the EULA, I know that Kathleen, who is on a part of Loria's team, Live Streaming Pros, your tech coach, she had shared something with the terms and service from Adobe where they talk about having usage, 100% usage of your photos, your images and things like that, and that they can use them and repost them, and you give them basically carte blanche rights. And I was like, are you effing kidding me? Think of someone like Gretchen. I'm so glad that you brought this up. Someone like Gretchen, who is a photographer. Gretchen, a year ago, went to Africa, took amazing pictures, right? Invested her time, invested her money, the gear that she had invested in to take there's so much as a photographer and as a creator that she's invested in. And if you look at her portfolio, right, those pictures, amazing, beautiful pictures that she took. And so because she would have used Lightroom or Photoshop to edit some of those photos, and now it's a part of Adobe services, you're saying that Gretchen now has given you carte blanche to use a picture of the cheetahs that she took, or the leopards. I know she took some some lions. Gretchen, you know what I'm talking about, right? But the pictures that she took of the animals out there for usage without notifying her, because it's property, or you're making it property of it. Hell no. Absolutely not.
Emotional damage.
That's how I feel. And so that's how I'm feeling about these things. But like I said, the good thing, let me just move some windows around now. The good thing, I guess, at this point is so the first time I heard of it was with the creator Potato Jet. If you know, you know. Potato Jet is funny. He flies, does a lot of footage, SOTY footage, camera footage, a lot of footage on drones, FPV drones, which I want to get into. I want to get into FPV drones so bad, but does a lot of cool stuff. And I remember him playing a popular song. I forget what the song was, but he was playing a popular song. And, this now also, now that we're talking about it, I didn't expect, and we're going to wrap up. I thought we were going to change the subject, but I think this ended up being more controversial than what I expected. So this stream is about Licked today. Exactly that. I'll come back to that. But going back to the point I was going to make with Potato Jet. What's crazy now is everything that's happening now in the space with sponsorships and creators, and how creators are getting sponsored by these huge companies. But now the ethics of the creators are being questioned if they're not doing the right thing. And so now I'm this squirreled. Yes. If they're being the ethics of the creators are being questioned if they don't do the right thing, if they don't stand up to these companies because and I get, listen, we all got to get paid, right? Like I am now a full-time entrepreneur. I'm not a full-time YouTube creator, but I am a full-time entrepreneur. And if someone comes to me and tells me, hey, look, we want, to give you a brand sponsorship deal. And depending on what the money is, right? Like I'm gonna want to accept money if it's good money. And that's the space that's happening now, that people are just accepting these sponsorship deals. Creators are accepting these sponsorship deals without really stopping and questioning. How does this fall into my own morals? Does this align? That's a better way to phrase it. Does this align with my morals, my values, and my integrity? What are you asking me to do? Are there any unethical practices? Is there anything that is vague and sneaky? Is there anything that is hidden? And am I okay with letting you do that, right? Because as a creator, if you accept a sponsorship and some of the things, like look at what we just called out, look at everything. And that was just a quick review of this website. So now to bring it back full circle with what I said, I found out through Potato Jet, he put it on his website and he talked about how great, or on one of his videos, talked about how cool and how different Lickd was and how you can now monetize mainstream songs to have cool music on your videos on YouTube. And there's a handful of videos. You can go through Potato Jet's YouTube channel, and I'm sure that there's a handful of videos that he, has a segment because Lickd has sponsored him. And he talks specifically about Lickd. Never once does he talk about what we just pointed out. And for me, that's an issue. You know why? Because this goes back, again, full circle to what I just said, trust. Potato Jet has, I think, I'm going to come back. I'm not doing it. Well, let's do a screen share so you guys can see right along with me. So let me just bring this back over here. I don't think I have a Stream Deck button for a screen share, unfortunately. You would think that I did, but I don't. Why don't I? I digress. I don't. All right. Hi. Let's go to YouTube. So this is Potato Jet. If you guys didn't know who I was talking about, you might have seen some of his videos. If we go to his videos. So I don't think he has a specific video on Lickd. However, he has segments. So definitely sponsored by them. If I go back to my history, I'll tell you the one. I clicked on 2 of his videos. So you can see right over here. I clicked on 2 of his videos. The first one did not have, pause. The first one did not have anything. And what I did was I clicked on, because I know I've seen his videos and I really wanted to give him the commission, the affiliate commission. That's why I clicked on it. So the music in this song is from MusicBed. Okay, so I was like, nope, I want Lickd. So then, was it this one?
Ooh,
Yep.
Did not realize.
So here, very first one. Sign up to Lickd with my link, 14 days, free stock music, 50% off your mainstream chart track. Down here is that attribution that they talk about that you have to bring, that you have to put. music in this video from Licked. There's the license ID. And there's no, all right, here. So right here, and I think I'm just gonna say F it to hell if I get a copyright strike.
In the description for 50% off first mainstream music.
Here, let's listen to this. Hold on one second.
Do know is that Licked has over 1 million mainstream tracks to choose from.
That is true. Every time I
Hit songs for
Hold on, we're gonna listen to this.
to cover it back up.
Okay.
Now I'm like 5 hours into this thing, and finally, oh my, sound some sleep first thing in the morning.
Dreamy Dylan here to tell you about how we're using this popular mainstream music in this video without getting copyright strikes. Licked will let you license some of these hit songs for your videos, so you can sleep like a baby, knowing that you won't get demonetized, and you can even keep your ad revenue.
I had a dream about you last night.
Isn't this the best dream you've ever had?
Whoa, Dylan, what are you doing here? I'm trying to have a nice, peaceful, beautiful dream, and what's with that stupid wig?
Bro, I don't know, it's your dream, you tell me. But what I do know is that Licked has over 1 million mainstream tracks to choose from.
That is true. Every time I go on Lick's website, I do like that there's new music options on there, so they're consistently growing every month.
But Dreamy Dylan, what if I don't want a mainstream song? What if I just want something chill in the background?
Shut your face and hit that snooze button, because Licked has over 100,000 stock music tracks to fill your video. Helpful search filters make it easy to find the music you're looking for, like popularity, moods, and genres. So wake up now and click the link in the description for 50% off first mainstream music track and 14 days free stock music. No, seriously, wake up. I got a day job to do, and don't you got like a drone to fly or something? Seriously, wake up, my lunch break's almost
All right. So, if you guys listen to that, and that's what, if you were to go through and scrub through his videos, where he does talk about Licked, that is the extent he talks about how great. And so, again, now with everything that's happening, with creators, with brand sponsorships, with how companies are asking creators to hide certain things and integrity and all of those things, what does that sound like to you? And I get, so clearly we know that Licked sponsored him, right? That's a brand deal. And there's the agreements, right? Where Licked says, hey, we're going to pay you X amount of money, and this is what we need you to say. At that point, then, the responsibility falls on you as the creator to agree to it, because now the problem then lies in what I said at the beginning of this stream when we were talking about all of this, trust, right? Or when we were talking about Adobe and all of those things. When and Paul said he has 1.02 million subscribers. So he has 1 million subscribers. Your community is trusting you to do the right thing, to have integrity, to be ethical, right? When you're promoting a company like this and you're telling us, smaller creators, right? Because that ad was for creators that are not, that don't have 1 million subscribers. That ad and that sponsorship segment was for a creator like myself and all of you guys here in the chat and, you know, who's watching, saying, hey, do you want to have popular, cool music? Here's a site to try. Here's a company to try. And you don't have to worry about copyright strikes. But doesn't talk about, I don't know, like, I just feel like, I just feel it's shady. I don't know. I feel it's unethical. I'm disappointed, I think. That's the big thing. Thank you. They need to be more transparent. And I'm disappointed because I guess that's what it is. I'm disappointed because I was a creator. I trust Potato Jet. I love his content for everything. Now at this point, so now it makes me take a step back. And when I'm watching his videos on reviews and when he's giving his opinions, now I'm going to have more of a granular eye, right? I'm going to look at it with a more critical eye on the things that he's saying and question if the things that he's saying right? He ain't worried about getting a copyright strike. He's not. And he's not, right? He's not going to get a copyright strike. And it's all of those things. But again, he's talking to creators like us. And at that point, when you're talking to creators like us, when we're using services like Epidemic, like Artlist, like all there's Motion Array, all those places that offer us songs, music that we can use for our website. Usually, and Doc, I'm going to use Doc as a perfect example, right? That City of Mine song, he plays it. I don't know if he still plays it, but I know that he was playing that song for every single stream that he did. That where were we? We were in People of Video 3 years ago. I think it was 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago at People of Video when he did the live stream that all of us went into that room and he ended it. And there were about 15 of us, 10 of us in the room. And when he played that song, everybody started singing a song. City of Mine. You know, how I love you. Everybody, if you know Doc, you know that song. He plays that song. That's was a part of who he is, right? Like, so the point that I'm trying to make is you buy this song, I want to be able to use it over and over again. But now after reading things that were not transparent, I realized I just spent $8 on a song that I can only use today and I can't use it again. At that point, it does not make sense. It does not make sense for a smaller creator, especially when you're going back. And this is, I'm going to keep this coming back to this because that is 100% a great point about transparency, because if you go back to the FAQs and if you go back to learn and what I said when I was talking about the pricing structure, they price it so that smaller creators, and there's language on there, right? And so Gretchen remembers, they price that language that they're using for smaller creators, that smaller creators don't have to pay as much because they're not bringing in as much revenue. No, you're still screwing us. You're still screwing us because one, didn't make it, it's not transparent and it's very hidden. It's very underhanded, saying that I can only use this song in one video. So that means that if I love this song and the song means whatever it does to me, I have to pay for it on every subsequent video I want to use after that. At that point, no, as a smaller creator, what's more important to me is saving, right? Epidemic Sound, I think is like $10 a month for unlimited songs. At that point, as a smaller creator, I'd rather pay the $10 a month, have unlimited songs, and know that I can use that same song over and over and over again and not have to worry about it. So it's like a too big to fall kind of thing. Creators his size can do and say whatever. At 100%, you're right. 100%. But now all of these things, exactly what Paul said earlier, all of these things are now coming back to bite these companies in the ass, like Insta360, which is a huge example of what's happening now with that whole unethical thing of them sending out emails, asking creators, hey, we want it to sound authentic, so please don't say that it is a sponsored video. What? Like, what? And shame on all of those creators that agreed to do that, right? So it was Jevin Dovey. Jevin Dovey came out publicly and said, I'm not going to work with Insta360 anymore. No, this is against my integrity as a creator. And there's a video. I know I keep saying, oh no, we are gonna wrap up. We are gonna wrap up. I'm like now on this one particular rant. And so let's come back. Okay, that's perfect. So is it Jevin Dovey? I'm not going to play the video, but I just want to show you who I'm talking about. This is the video, right? This is the video. And Insta360 has been hiding sponsorships. And if you go, you can see the thumbnail, 360. Goodbye, Insta360. And he, if you watch that video, he said he is no longer, oh, the camera's over here. He said he is no longer going to work with Insta360 because that is against his morals and his integrity, because he feels his responsibility is to his community. And so if his responsibility is to his community, he doesn't want to work with brands that think it's okay to hide things from us. And so Todd says, I tried, I don't have my song, the stream that got cleared for whatever reason. Ho, ho, ho. I don't think I have that here neither. I don't have it here. Ho, ho, ho. I did that. Hi, Todd. Devin even took down. I didn't know that. I didn't know that he took, I didn't, not that I didn't care enough. I wasn't bothered enough. For me, let me rephrase it. It was enough for me to watch that one video where he said goodbye. I listened to it. I watched it. I said much respect for him. Good for him. Because Devin has, he does great reviews. He is really good with like his tutorials. He spends some of his tutorials are like an hour to 2 hours long. But you want to know how to use a product from A to Z, Devin's tutorials are, Devin's tutorials are amazing, right? For him to be, so that's, it's two opposite ends of the spectrum. You have Potato Jet, who's okay with these things being underhanded and unethical and hidden from us. And then you have someone like Jevin who outright says, nope, I'm calling you out on your bullshit. I'm not going to work with you anymore. And then is actually brave enough, and not just brave enough, but is sticking true to, like, he's putting his money where his mouth is and took his videos down. I think that is huge, right? Like, that's huge. I equate this to my stock videos. If someone buys a license to use one of my stock photos, they can use that photos in as many places and as many times as they want. It's unlimited, right? Like, and that's good on you. I just, crazy. I'm torn because I legit want to do a video about an Insta360 camera. Listen, I love my Insta360 camera. I just got the X4. I've been using it. It's not, I found fault with it. It's not a perfect camera, right? But cameras with these size sensors, none of them are perfect. But for what, if you really put it, and I've been using it more or less for BTS, and even with like B-roll, I love being able to use it for B-roll where I don't have to worry about the shot. So I do want to do a video, right? And I don't think that some creators have gone as far as saying that they're not even going to use the products anymore. They don't want the products. Like, they don't even want to use the products. I don't know. For me at that point, because I feel like this has a home, and it's, you know what it is? It's like that monopoly. They're like holding a monopoly. GoPro, and that's where they're winning. Like with this particular instance, right? How many other 360 cameras or how many other companies are making 360 cameras? GoPro has their GoPro Max, and the last time it was updated was about 4 years ago. I wanted to buy the GoPro Max when I bought the GoPro 11, which was 2 years ago, and it was already old and outdated at that point. And so I was like, no, I'll wait for a new version, for the updated version to come out. 2 years came and went, and we still haven't heard anything. Supposedly there's rumors that this year GoPro is going to be updating their Max line. And maybe at that point with the specs, maybe I would sell this one, right? And go with GoPro. But right now, Insta360 has a monopoly on the 360 camera market. And so, unfortunately, it's one of those things of there's value in this for me. It's a great tool in my kit for using with client work and things like that. And so it's like, yeah, I'm going to continue to use it. I would do a review on it. And I do plan on doing a review on it because I have been using this since I bought it. I've had it about a month and a half. I've used this extensively for myself personally, like when I've been riding my bike, I've used it extensively in the car. I've used it indoors and I've used it outdoors. And sometimes like with image quality, I'm like, and that needs to be talked about. It's a specific tool, right? It's a specific tool for a specific job. This is not like like a one and done or an end all be all. I have my Osmo Pocket 3. Love this thing. But it's like, I need to use these together, right? Like one won't replace the other. The 360, because of what it does with having the 360 cameras, and for me to have the flexibility to not worry about framing this for right now, this particular camera, I feel like I'll always have a 360 camera in my bag because of that. It just depends on who else can come to the market and give a quality product. Same thing with the Osmo Pocket 3. I love this camera. The Osmo Pocket 3 is amazing. The gimbal, lightweight, right? I can't use this all the time because as soon as I get indoors, you're not going to get the best quality. So then I still have to have a regular size gimbal, which I hate using because it's so big and stuff. But I'm just saying, when we talk about having the right tool for the right job, or sometimes you have to have multiple tools, right? Because it's like they all work together. Unfortunately, I keep both of these every time I go out for client gigs. These are both going in there, and I use both of these on site because they serve two specific jobs, purposes. And so we'll talk about that maybe next. So next week, there's not going to be a stream because I do have a production. Interesting. Stream quality has been automatically lowered because the internet connection was not fast enough. I didn't realize that. And I'm hardwired in. Anyway, too late now. But next week on the 18th, there will not be a stream because I'm doing a remote production at literally the same time. It's actually from 8 to 9, but I start prepping at 6:30, so I'm working. So we'll probably start again the following week. We will start to wrap up things. Let's see. Insta360. Yeah, it's the Go 3S, which I want. And I've been wanting the Go 3 because it's this small and I want to be able to put it here. It's perfect for behind the scenes where it's not heavy, it's unobtrusive. I don't have to wear like a big neck mount. So I want that camera. I might invest in that camera again for BTS footage for myself to have it for that POV footage. But what's going on? Anselm, how are you? What is poppin'? What's cracking? Yeah. So we'll talk more of that. Todd says it's the same old story. A new disrupting company comes out with a great product at a great price, then slowly devolves into profits and market share, and the founding values of the company are lost. 100%. Okay, cool. Thank you. I don't know. It's weird because I got the notification from Ecamm, but I'm usually, even if I do a speed test now, I'm hardwired and I have a gig up, gig down, and my connection, and I have the priority in wired mode. So anyway, I want the Go 3 so bad. And so I was excited for that announcement. I was so excited. I am excited for that announcement. What is it? June 10th or no, today's June 11th, June 16th or something next week. And if it's in 4K, I may invest in it because of the size. And like I said, to be able to have something, right? I was offloading gear, so all my stuff is literally like on my desk. With as small as this is, right, you'll see some people, they have magnet mounts, they have the neck mounts. This is still heavy. So if I wanted to have like a true POV shot, yes, you can use this. I love my Action 4, great quality camera, but I have yet to use it as a POV camera because it is so heavy. And I've been wanting a Go 3 just for the sheer size. I haven't purchased it because obviously with the sensor being so small, right now the Go 3 is at 2.7K. It's like, the quality's not going to be there. So I'm like, all right, I'll wait. But if it's 4K, I think I may invest in it. So we'll talk more on the next stream about the Insta360, I guess, since we're talking about it. I did, and then this will be an upcoming stream. I did upgrade and invest This is the M4 iPad. I just picked it up today. The new keyboard. A little annoyed that I had to buy everything new in true Apple fashion. So new keyboard, new Apple Pencil, and the iPad Pro. So it's the M4. It's a 13-inch. I promise English is my first language, although that sounded real ESL-ish. I did think about and I did consider getting the 11-inch because I was using the 13-inch, the 12.9-inch previously because I was writing notes a lot as a banker. I'm not writing notes nowhere near as much. And even on my client calls, the majority of my client calls are recorded. So I'm like, do I need the 13-inch or do I need the 11-inch? I almost got the 11-inch. And then, thanks. I decided to stick with the 13-inch, the larger iPad, because now with the M4, to really be able to edit on DaVinci, right? Like I got it. I kept the larger screen, the larger size iPad, more or less for the screen. It is lighter. This new keyboard, although it hurt to buy it, this new keyboard, like the quality is amazing. So we'll talk more about this. What I did differently. So last year, we talked about, I think during my 100 days, whenever it was, or at some point last year, I did do a stream that I purchased the M1 open box, and I got a great deal on the M1 iPad Pro open box. And the M2s were already out, but for the price, I ended up staying with the M1. I did notice on DaVinci that there was lag and things like that, and supposedly the system ran better on the M2. I didn't really use it as much. I used DaVinci on my desktop. And so now with the M4, to be able to chop up videos, like talking head videos and things like that, having an iPad with an Apple Pencil, it really is an ideal environment. And so, what's Saeed? What is cracking? How are you? Thank you for coming through. Appreciate you. Insta360 1S 4K, tiny. Yes. Yes. That's is that the square one, Gretchen? Or is it the rectangular oval shaped one? Anyway, I did do a speed test. My upload speeds are 895. That's weird. I don't know why. Paul is reminding me. Thank you for my reminder. I just wanted to wrap up. So upcoming streams, we're going to be talking about the cameras. We'll be talking about, like I said, Insta360 X4 versus the Osmo Pocket 3, which I absolutely love. The action camera. This one I have really for more of a rugged when I am cycling, and then like for like underwater beachy type stuff that I don't have to worry about, more rugged stuff. We'll talk about the iPad. I just bought it today. So the difference, that's what I was trying to say. The difference that I went today is that I did end up, I went back to my cellular version. So all of my iPads, for the most part, are usually cellular versions. Last year, because I got such a great deal, the M1 iPad is Wi-Fi only. Pros and cons. I mean, I had a hotspot, so that was all right, but I feel like cellular version, the way to go. So I did get it through AT&T. So I am paying on installments for that. So we'll talk about that in a few weeks. And I think that's it. I think the square one. Yeah. I thought about getting that one. But that's it. We're going to wrap up. Now we have 14. I have 14 viewers. Hi, guys. Thanks for chiming in. I appreciate all of you guys. I've been streaming for an hour and a half. And so I'm selling camera gear. If you guys are interested, so I'm selling the ZV-1. Let me know if anyone is interested. I'm selling this is the ZV-1, the OG ZV-1. I'm selling one of my ZV-E10s, not with the lens. These are full frame lenses, but I am selling, this is practically brand new. I am selling one of my ZV-E10s. I'm selling one of my ZV-1s. I have two ZV-E10s, but I'm selling one of my ZV-1s. I'm selling one of my ZV-E10s. I thought about maybe selling my A7C. I don't think I would get anywhere near as much return yet. However, I would entertain offers. So this is the A7C. It's the original. It is a full frame camera. And the reason why I am selling the other two. Eventually, I want to move all of my camera platforms. The reason why, there's nothing wrong with them. Anselm, the ZV-E10, yeah, I mean, I got a cage and stuff like that. I do need to close with one of my songs. Let me start playing it now in the background so we can at least get most. Thank you. Let me lower this so I can get return on my investment since I can't use it again. Gosh. Thanks, K-Walk. My A7C is full frame. I now want to move all of my camera platforms, to full frame. And what I have found, I'm going to lower this a little bit more. What I have found is, and so the next, there's so many full frame cameras I want to get, guys. Oh my God. I want the FX3, which is the FX30, but the full frame version. I do want the FX3. I want the ZV-E1. And I want one of the higher photography based cameras. So like the A7R4, A7R5 or something like that. Obviously for pictures, right? So the A7R4, A7R5 for pictures. But then talking about the FX3, talking about the ZV-E1, the reason why is because now with being on site with clients, and so when we were talking about, right, like using a gimbal. So this is great. This is the Osmo Pocket 3. That'll be another stream we'll talk about comparing. This is great when I'm outdoors. The 4K quality, it's fantastic. And what's crazy is that this small camera, and I have the battery handle, this is the size of it. This small camera is literally the same size sensor as the ZV-1. If we were to switch, I'm going to play that song again. So thank you, Kathy. That's just the tiny. Oh, it's tracking me. That's not the camera I wanted though. Here. Okay. ZV-E1, 1-inch sensor, right? This small camera literally has the same exact sensor size. I don't know if it's the same sensor, but has the same exact sensor, this one, that this one does. So this is, and it's stabilized. It's gimbal footage, right? Outdoors, this is phenomenal. This is fantastic. Outdoors, great footage. Let me just play the song again so I can get my money's worth. Exactly what you need if you want stabilized gimbal footage. So, you know, I can do all of these things. We're good to go. However, because this image sensor is so small, when I'm indoors for doing client work, I don't rely on this. So then what happens is that I either need to throw on one of my ZV-E10s or my Sony A7C, and not with this lens, but throw on my Sony A7C or the ZV-E10 on a gimbal, which just makes it so much heavier if you want that stabilized footage. And so at this point, I'm like, I want to be as efficient as possible, so get the best image quality possible, being as efficient as possible, carrying as minimal gear as possible. And so my next jump then is to invest in let me come back over here, is to invest in the Sony ZV-E1 for that dynamic stabilization, because the built-in, because it has basically like a built-in, it's a 5-axis like gyro meter or whatever, where it has that in-body stabilization. And so when I'm out doing client work and stuff like that, if I can just, why would I want to throw a camera on a gimbal if I can get nearly the same exact results with just using a handheld camera, right? One less thing to carry, smaller bag, more lightweight, just as good quality. And so I'm saying that because, to let you know, so if anyone's interested, ZV-1 for sale, ZV-E10 for sale. I have 2 ZV-E10s. If you want to buy both, I mean, we can make a deal. We can talk about it. But I figured I'd give the community a chance to purchase it from me before I put it out there. And then we'd be good to go. All right, and with that said, let's do this here. I can't believe I spent $8. $8. $8. $8 per song to use once in one video. That's a damn shame. Is this gonna work? Why 126? Oh, well, you'll see me in person in 126 days. Yes. Is that when Creator Camp is happening? Creator Camp. Together forever and ever. Together forever with you. And don't you know I will move heaven and earth to be together forever with you. I don't think Angie's still watching anymore. But if you're still watching, honey, that's how I feel about you. If not, Ecamm fam, that's how I feel about you guys. Together forever. All right. I just wanted to let this play out. Like I said, to get most of my money. Since I can't use it on another stream. That's a damn shame. No. So no, we cannot use it. Together forever and ever. Together forever. No, we cannot use this in any new, like even with clips, because then they become new videos. So in repurposed content, no, because they're new videos. I don't think she's still watching because it's pretty much the kid's bedtime. So I'm sure she's, but that is so funny. Got rickrolled. I love you guys. It's all love. It's all love. But no. Hey, girl, you missed the whole stream. Oh, Gigi. That's who we needed on here. Gigi, you missed a good... And you know what's crazy is that I thought of you as I was coming downstairs to start the stream. I would have loved to have heard your perspective from an attorney. Oh, Gigi. I think you really would have enjoyed this stream from an attorney's point of view, with just like, and it's more like ethics and practice, like with being sneaky and hiding things. And I'm going to play this fucking song again because, like I said, oh well. I love you guys. Together forever. You came in. We can't. Oh, girl. Yes. Yes. It would have been interesting. Like, interesting to the point that it would have been good, like, to say, listen, call me so we can talk through, like, we were going through terms of service and the EULA, the user end user license agreement. We were reading that. No, I'm not buying the fucking music again to redo the stream. Yes, see, Gigi, everybody is saying it would have been so good. And you know what, Gigi, what happened was that it was unplanned. And so I bought music that we're listening to. And don't you know I will move heaven and earth to be together forever. Right? I got this song. It's Happy for Pride.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified, thinking I couldn't live without you by my side. And after spending nights thinking how you did me wrong, I grew strong and I learned how to get along. Now you're back from outer space.
All right.
And I find you here with that sad look.
No. I didn't text you. I said that I was thinking about texting you.
Or made you leave your key.
Because we went into this whole thing, and I know you guys are done with me playing karaoke. We should do karaoke for camp. We should 100% do karaoke for camp. I would absolutely do karaoke. I know I didn't text you. I know, because it was unexpected is what I'm saying. It was unexpected. Went into buying, there's a site that you can buy licenses to popular songs like you're listening to. I even played my Tracy Chapman. And now I'm just playing them because I want to make use, because I can't play them again because it's $8 per song. You sure lip sync is allowed? Right? Like, oh, God. I can't do facial expressions on this thing. And so we went down the rabbit hole because I bought the songs, I bought the licenses. I spent $36, which is not bad, but I spent $36 to find out that the license is one time per video, which is fine. However, it was what we feel in the stream was very shady. It was very hidden. It was very vague. And even with the platforms that you can use it on, only YouTube, some music is Facebook and YouTube. It's all hidden in the EULA, which, you know, people don't really read. And we were talking about how they could have put it before you put the song. Like, they intentionally hide it. Whatever. I'm not gonna do the whole song again. Got to read the fine print. Yes, I know, guys, I know. Gosh, yes, $8 per use per song, correct. So these songs that I'm playing now, because now I'm just making the stream intentionally last longer, because I can't play them again on any other stream unless I pay for a new license, which we know. We went down the rabbit hole. We did. We went 100% went down the rabbit hole. You know, I love you guys. Y'all are coming in, because Evie would have been another one to give her opinions that would have been so good. You guys. I'm gonna rock, and especially since y'all are coming in late, you know. I had a feeling that I belong. I had a feeling that I'd be someone. Like, I got this song and I was so happy, and I was like, oh, we can vibe on this for the live streams. Like, this is a good, cool outro song. Can't fucking use this song again.
Emotional damage.
That's how I feel. Little light reading. That's how I feel. Yes. I always got opinions, especially about you not calling me back. You know what? Don't start this on my stream, because I don't need other people giving their opinion about me not calling them back, okay? Don't start. Do not start. We're all going to be hearing this song in our heads all night. Is that in the EULA? We're going to end it soon. Like I said, I'm capitalizing on my money. How much more? We have 1 minute and 24 seconds. That's when I'll end this damn stream, after this song plays. So upsetting. So the point is, happy Pride, first of all. Happy Pride, y'all. Happy Pride. Squirrel says happy Pride. I knew Evie. I knew Evie was gonna start something, and I knew Gigi was gonna say something. Gosh.
Fast enough so you can fly away. You gotta make a decision.
All right. I am consistent. I tell Evie that all the time. So, guys, and Paul can vouch for it. Paul's probably the first one that can vouch with, I fall off the face of the earth. It's nothing against y'all. Yeah. The three of us all have birthdays coming up. All right. So the song is over. Koa got tired of our shit. She got tired of my shit. And she went upstairs. Koa love. Koa love. Come here, baby. She's asleep. Koa, do you want a treat? Now she's knocked out. I hope she didn't. Guys, why'd you ask that so late? She has this new thing where she goes upstairs to my bathroom. We got divorced. We did get divorced. Even Bollywood doesn't have outros screens that last this long, but we're still here. Exactly. Hello. I've been watching my count. I've been watching my viewer count. So hello. Koa has this thing now where she goes upstairs to the bathroom and locks herself in. Like, she pushes the door closed. I don't know why. Intentionally pushes the door closed, and you know what? Yes, exactly that. But pushes the door closed and then locks herself in the bathroom. Like, so now I have to make this new muscle memory thing. I promise we're ending the stream. It happens all the time. But I have to do this new muscle memory thing where before I leave the house, I have to now keep my bathroom door closed, which I never had to do because I've been finding her in the bathroom locked in, closed. So I also want to say, because I'm looking at my stats right now, the last 2 streams that I've done, some hater. Hold on. Do I have one?
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye. Do you understand?
And I'm going to give that side eye.
Bombastic side eye.
Has been
criminal
disliking my video.
Side eye. Do you understand?
They did it last week and they did it again this week. Why are you coming on? If you don't like me, clearly you don't like me. So if you don't like me, don't come on the stream. Like, why would you come on? What? You're spending your energy coming on the stream and hitting the thumbs down button 2 weeks in a row. Like, come on. Yeah, I'm still waiting for a signed copy as well. Yes, we are talking about you. Now you got me. Exactly that. All right, you guys. I do love you guys. It's been real. So Tech Talk Tuesdays are back. I promise. I don't know who we need to beat up, but they need to get a life is what they need. Okay? Next week, Tuesday, we are skipping because I have a client gig, a remote production. So not the 18th, whatever is the Tuesday after the 18th. I've been making sure to... Koa love? Koa? I thought I heard her. I just spent another I didn't spend another $8. No, I promise. All right. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. We're here almost every month. I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Buenos Nachos, Nos Vemos, Creator Camp in October, and doing some new things with Ecamm. Stay on the lookout because there are some things that I got cooking with Ecamm, and I'm very, 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 very excited. Love you guys. Talk to y'all later. Peace out.